so I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I want to do was kind of wanted to talk to my chosen ones about being a follower and becoming a leader, you know what I'm saying? So I know the way society is set up right now is like it's set up for everybody to feel like they should be leading or they should be leaders. When a lot of people are kind of confused about the whole leading process, they aren't really taught how to communicate with other beings, let alone be able to put your energy and motion to the side when you're managing large groups or crowds of people at one time, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to be a leader when it's just you leading yourself, you know what I'm saying? But it's a completely different process when you got other beings involved in the process, you know what I'm saying? So, like as always, I like to give me an example. So for me, it was like growing up, I used to always like to follow my big brother around. He was 2 years older than me, but for me, like I believed in my big bro. I trusted him and his process, you know what I'm saying? So I never had a problem following him. Of course, as I got older, I realized, you know, he wasn't really leading me in the right direction. But starting out, I didn't have a problem following him. I never really had a problem with like taking guidance from like older people, you know, or people that's my age if it feels genuine or organic, you know what I'm saying? But I realized like following and becoming a great follower put me in a position to become a great leader. And excuse everything if it's like blowing all over the place because it's been windy out here. I try to get out as much as often, but y'all don't feel the temperatures that I be out here with. It be looking good. It's not bad right now, but it's still windy like crazy. But I was just mentioning that because I see my camera wobbling a little bit, and I might have to grab it if the wind blows extremely hard. But for like becoming a great leader, you have to be a great follower. And I know a lot of people like, and I guess I should say like the way the system has put it out there as far as following is like almost a bad thing or a negative thing. It has this weird energy and this like negative condensation behind it, you know what I'm saying? But for me being a follower, when I was following my big bro, you know what I'm saying, it was like when you following, you don't really have to like, it's certain things that you don't have to really think about because you are actually following, and you know that's going to be left up to the leader or who's ever in charge or whatever's going on at that time of the process, you know what I'm saying? So like, short example, like my big bro used to do party promoting in DC. LGI Entertainment was the promotion group. But when I would come from Virginia to DC to come chill with him, vibe with him, he would have me doing all kind of little tasks and things to help them do what they gotta do, you know what I'm saying? From standing on campus at like 16, 17 years old, you know what I'm saying, handing out flyers to college students and shit out here, you know what I'm saying, to pull up the parties, to like just all kind of like different little tasks and things that most likely he didn't want to do, so he asked me to do them, and I ain't have a problem doing that shit. I fuck with my bro at the time, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, I realized like I learned a lot from following, but I realized that also I didn't have the best leader, you know what I'm saying, that I could possibly have to be following. So for me, I would never just solely point the finger at the leader because I have a choice and a say-so in my life as well too. But when you have a leader that you're following, they're going to be pushing you in an amazing direction. Everything is always going to be going on an up and up. You're always going to be coming up with a lot of answers and solutions. You know what I'm saying? Like, great leaders are able to take on a lot of obstacles and tasks. They take on other people's problems. You know what I'm saying? They're great at communicating during tough times or confrontational times. You know what I'm saying? When things aren't always peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that come with being a great leader. A lot of beings want that power, but it comes with a lot. But being a great follower is also a huge thing as well too, and it doesn't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? You are not a leader unless you have followers. So who the fuck are you leading if you have no followers? So you have to give the followers some credit. Now the trick comes in at where you're following because it's almost like an apprenticeship. You know what I'm saying? So you know that you want to be a leader, you just don't have the knowledge and information, but your spirit is set there. You know that's what you're supposed to be doing. So what I did when I was in that space was I figured out other alphas and men that I could watch or tap into and learn from. You know what I'm saying? And pick out good leader quality traits that I liked about them, and I can implement that within me. When you following and you have a great leader, your leader is never going to put you in any kind of position that they wouldn't put their own self in. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have you out there in compromising situations that's going to compromise your health, you know what I'm saying, your life, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, all of these things, you know what I'm saying? They would not do that without knowing that they have put themselves in that compromising position, or that they will put themselves in that compromising position. So when I started getting into a better space and realizing that I know I'm supposed to be a leader, I'm not supposed to be in this weird space, you know what I'm saying? Once I start getting the right information and tools and I wanted to start implementing them, I went back around my brother to see if I was ready. And I also went back around my bro to see his tactics. And what happened was, when I put myself back in that space, I realized he didn't really have any tactics that was healthy or beneficial. It was all witchy and it was all selfish tactics. And I realized also that I had no problem being a follower and transitioning to a leader while still being around different beings. I can fall back into a follow position. You know what I'm saying? You can lead from the back. If you ever look at any animals and packs, they got their strongest in the front and their strongest in the back. So what does that mean? The one in the back is not leading? No, everybody has a position. And the thing is, it's like, it's okay if you have certain positions that have less power or pull or authority, but all of these positions are still always extremely valuable and extremely important, because like I said before, you don't have a leader without followers. So putting yourself into a leader position, you have to tap into the right people to receive information and know that they're pointing you in the right places and spaces. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that's going to tell you to do one thing, but then they would never do that. That's not an example of a good leader. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with being a follower. You have to become a great follower and transition from a great follower to an even better leader. Transition from a great follower to an even better leader. You know what I'm saying? So you don't always have to sit in that space. If you feel it within you, then you have to start diving deep down and saying, okay, well, I need to start figuring, if I'm a female, I gotta figure out which women I need to get around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get around the right feminine energy to figure out how am I supposed to lead with my divine feminine, because everybody that's around me, all the women that's around me, is extremely masculine. They're very combative. They always doing everything like the opposite, like the man is the enemy. No, we're at a spiritual war, and it's the same with men. Man, you're not at war with the women. This is a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? So women are not going to follow men until men show that they can lead. And men are not going to follow other men until men show that they can lead. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. You have to understand there's nothing wrong with being a great follower. You know what I'm saying? Great followers always transition to awesome leaders and even better leaders. You have an understanding from all angles. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make any sense for somebody to get promoted to captain or general or any of these statuses and rankings and you haven't put in any work. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even start off as a soldier. You have to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong if you're a little confused about your powers and abilities. All you have to do is find a great leader. All you have to do is find a great leader. It's simple. That's what they doing out here now. That's why you got so many sheep running around blind and lost and following the matrix. that's tapped in, we can find great leaders, you know what I'm saying? People that's leading us in the right direction. That's not going to have us on all that witchy shit, you know what I'm saying? That's going to always be organic and upfront about everything that's going on. And that's what helped me in my process, you know what I'm saying? That shit helped me come a long way in my process. But I ain't want to run it up too long, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tap into everything.